What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the current state of the auction house in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, what happens when content drops, how to take advantage of the market, all of those types of things. Now, the first thing I want to say in this video is I'm glad the auction house is back. And with everything that comes with it, with when you buy a player, you have to wait forever for the auction outcomes to happen. It takes 30 minutes to an hour normally. With everything, I'm glad the auction house is back. Is it perfect? No. Auction house is not perfect. There's so many things that need to be improved, but at least we have an auction house. Now, when it comes to what you guys should be looking at or how to use the auction house, well, here's what I would say. When you have a team, you want to sell cards when their value is high and buy cards when their value is low. So, for example, let's look at Chauncey Billups. Yesterday, Chauncey Billups was over 100,000 coins. He was a bid. Now, there's only two Chaunceys up on the auction house right now. Both are buy nows. What are my thoughts on Chauncey? Should you be buying him? Should you be selling him? Well, here's the deal. We know some of the cards coming on Friday. Pink Diamond, Gary Payton. As far as the diamonds are concerned, you're looking at Diamond Chris Paul. In my opinion, yes, Gary Payton's going to be better than Chauncey Billups, but he's going to be way overpriced. I think Chauncey's price is safe. And honestly, I think that for a lot of different guys that I currently have on my squad. Even a guy like Jerome Kersey. I don't necessarily think Jerome's the be-all, end-all, but my Jerome Kersey's badged up. I like the card, and so I'm going to continue to play it. And that's how I would try to take advantage of the auction house if I were you guys. Yes, buy cards when they're high, sell cards when they're low, or buy cards when they're low, sell cards when they're high. But if you have anybody that's badged up, be super careful selling that card. It's really kind of my position on it. Be super careful selling badged up cards because badged up cards are extremely valuable in the game. Now, as far as these Series 1 cards, guys, honestly, my best approach to this would be sell these cards if you get them because these cards are only going to go down in price. There are so many of these Series 1 packs available, so many deluxe packs, stuff like that. And even this week from Showdown, I mean, I'm at tier 1. I'm probably going to choose this reward and I'm going to get 8 more deluxe packs. And if I get any of the cards, I'm probably going to sell them right away. So again, if you have any of these Series 1 cards that you aren't using, sell them as soon as possible. Now, with the auction house, what I like to do is I do like to work the auction house. For example, when cards do first come out on content drops, you'll see these price of rubies go down. You'll see the price of sapphires go way down on the auction house. Now, as the weeks go on, you'll see these prices slowly rise into the following content drop. So you guys are going to see me, a lot of my snipe filter are these emeralds, are these sapphires, are these rubies. That's normally what I personally like to snipe for low and then again is sell them for slightly higher. It just is kind of annoying to do when you have to wait 30 minutes for each and every snipe. That's probably the most annoying part of it. Now, as far as all of these other cards, as far as diamonds right now, I'm telling you right now, if you have like a diamond Cliff Robinson, if you have a diamond, any diamond that's not an elite card, I would probably sell them before Friday because these prices are only going to probably drop. They're only probably going to get cheaper after Friday's drop because Friday, we're going to see diamonds, we're going to see pink diamonds, we're going to see ambies, we're probably going to see rubies, all of those types of things. So again, it's kind of important to capitalize on all your MT right now. And I do feel like the overall price of the auction house right now is high. I feel like everything's kind of overpriced right now because people are starting to get MT. People are wanting to assemble their first good team. And that's why where I'm at right now, I'm in a seller's mode until Friday. I'm not wanting to buy a lot of these cards unless there is a super good deal. I'm more in a seller's type of mindset. And even for these pink diamonds, guys, these cards are way overpriced. And the reason that these cards are so expensive in the auction house is because pack odds are so horrible. We've got to talk about this. If you mention the auction house, you got to talk about the prices of these pink diamonds. They are insanely expensive. But if you want to know why, it has everything to do with these pack odds. Guys, you got a less than 1% chance to pull a pink diamond. In my opinion, it's probably like 1 out of every 1,000-ish packs, you're going to pull a pink diamond. I think it is so hard right now in this game to make coins, make MT. It is probably as hard as it's ever been in a MyTEAM to make coins. So with that being said, you've got to value your MT on a different type of level this year compared to any other year. And so that's why when I'm telling you guys about my squad, I picked up Chauncey Billups for like 50,000 coins, basically like last week. Sharif, I picked up for like 20. Jeff Ruland, I spent like 64. Raja Bell, I did spend 100,000 coins on Raja Bell, but he did come with an extra Hall of Fame badge. Jerome Kersey, I got for 50,000 coins. Like, yes, I bought some of these cards, but they've only went up in price. But I do feel like since then, the markets went up, but I do feel like it's kind of at its peak right now. And so with the auction house, 2 weeks into the game, the market is pretty high. Be pretty careful with spending coins. Be pretty careful. And I know a lot of people love building their squad for this King of the Court mode. And that's fine. Like, if you want to build your squad for the King of the Court mode, that again is absolutely fine. But what I would just be careful of is when you are doing this, try not to overspend, right? Try not to spend too many coins on this game, because if you overspend on the game, you could in turn, not get rewarded, and then you're going to be out a bunch of MT. All I can say right now is the auction house is far from perfect. They need to speed up the amount of time that it takes to review each and every transaction. I don't care if they review every transaction. I'm actually glad that they are. I feel like MT buyers, they're no longer a thing. Nobody wants to risk their account. It's been good. But people don't want to wait 30 to 45 minutes to use their favorite card. For example, if I buy a pink diamond LeBron James, why should I have to wait as long as I do to use the card? You just shouldn't. In my opinion, that's absolutely ridiculous. That is something that needs to be improved. But as far as the rest of the auction house, guys, you can literally buy every card in the game on the auction house. That's what people were asking for. People are like, as long as they don't make cards special inserts, people will be happy playing the game. Am I wrong to say this, though? I feel like the pink diamonds dang near are special inserts with their pack odds. And again, I don't want to complain too much, but with the pack odds being the way they are, I feel like these pink diamonds are nearly special inserts, and the average person that doesn't spend thousands on the game will not be able to afford the cards. That's just kind of my thoughts on the pink diamonds right now. They're not special inserts, but they kind of feel like they are. Unless you somehow have millions of coins, it just feels nearly impossible to grind for those cards. What I would say right now is this. I'm glad the auction house is back for a variety of reasons. Number one, you can get the badges you want. You can get the shoes you want. You can get the jerseys you can want. You can get whatever you want as far as the auction house is concerned. And same thing with players. You can buy whatever player you want off the auction house. They just might be insanely overpriced. So I like that. As far as sniping, look, I've sniped my way. Probably, I don't want to sit here and say I've made a ton of coins so far sniping, because I haven't. But I've made a decent amount of coins sniping so far, and I'm glad that that aspect of the game is back. I think as time goes on this year, you are going to see that, the auction house kind of, what's the right word for it? You're going to see the speed of the auction house speed up, right? You're going to see transactions get approved a little faster, and things can start working a little bit better. I do think the auction house, and this might be a bad opinion, I think it's a good start for the auction house. For what I thought it would be, where things are right now, I think we're at a good start with the auction house. I just wish things would speed up that little bit. Now, again, the auction house is high. The prices are insanely high in the auction house right now. So, like I said before, be extremely careful when you are buying, selling cards. You do not want to overspend on any of these cards. So that's kind of my biggest kind of piece of recommendation right now is when it comes down to the auction house, do not overspend. Yes, I know it's exciting that you can buy whatever favorite card you personally want to buy. But with the prices being as high as they are right now, I just really can't recommend buying any of these cards. Like even this card, John Drew. I actually like this card. This card looks pretty good. But I for that price, it's just outlandish. It's outlandish. And yes, the gems of the game are outlandish in price in general, so just be extremely careful when spending your coins. I think that's my biggest piece of recommendation for you guys with the auction house is, yes, it's back in the game, but you got to be careful spending your coins because it is not easy right now to make MT at all whatsoever. And so you can burn through it super quick if you are not smart. I'm glad the auction house is in the game. I think it's been a really solid, couple of weeks with the auction house. If they do speed up the time that the pending part of it takes. I think the auction house has so much potential to be absolutely kind of game changing, especially down the road when we continue to see some of these great budget ballers. I'm so glad I can now pick up some of the best budget cards in the game for cheap. That's probably my favorite part about the game, like a Sharif for 20,000 coins. Absolutely incredible. Josh Childress is another budget card that's elite. I picked up Chauncey for 50,000 coins. It actually feels like attainable to build a really good squad for really cheap, and you can pick up the cards you want. You're no longer gambling each and every week and spending money, spending your coins gambling. Yes, you have to grind these challenges in hopes that you get something good out of packs. I get that. But you no longer have to gamble each and every week to get some of your new favorite cards in the game, and that's something I do like. For me, I think the auction house so far has been a really, really, really good start, but at the end of the day, the room for growth is still there, and my team needs to speed up the pending timer. I think that is as important as anything else with the game mode right now. Let me know your thoughts on the auction house right now. Are you guys enjoying the auction house? Are you glad the auction house is back? Or did you prefer the player market? Do you think the auction house will never get to the way it was pre-player market? Let me know all those things down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.